And your name is?
My name's James Harper from the SWRDA.
And you are?
Head of Communications.
And you've just been in a meeting here at Tor Leisure. Who else was in the meeting from the RDA?
I was meeting with my colleagues Carl Button, who's Head of Regeneration in this part of the region, and also Paul Calvert from the RDA, who's responsible for our properties basically. So the three of us were talking to the guys from the protester group.
Could you give me your impression of the meeting?
Yeah, I think it was very positive. I mean, these things often are, aren't they? When you can actually get beyond emailing and writing and talking through headlines, you can actually get down and talk to each other. And I think it was very positive in the sense we did come to an agreement from our point of view that means that we will suspend demolition. We've agreed to a public meeting to be held by the town council so that it's through the proper channels, which the mayor has agreed to host within a couple of weeks.
And the mayor, Tom Billing, was present at the meeting.
The mayor was there as well, and the mayor will now go away and organise a meeting of the council where we can have a discussion in public. I mean, it's important that it's a properly sort of structured public discussion so that it doesn't descend into sort of shouting and ranting. No reason why it should. So it was very good, and in return for that, protesters have agreed to leave the building. That was very important for us because it's dangerous. It's dangerous for anyone to be there. We do have the liability. We have to know that we can all proceed in good faith. So we've agreed to a public meeting, which we're happy to have. Protesters have agreed to leave the building, which they'll do by midday tomorrow. And then we'll look forward to having a further discussion in public.
So that's a significant achievement. How do you feel about the achievement? What do you think the atmosphere has improved?
It has, yes. I mean, I go back to what I said. The atmosphere always improves when you can sit down and talk cordially to each other, and I think that's what everyone was very conscious to do today. Emotions have been rising, have ridden high for a long time in this part of the world about Morlands and what to do with it. It's been a shame that it's taken so long to develop. We're very conscious of that and we regret that. So we understand why people feel so strongly.
Do you appreciate that people feel that the RDA has been, words like autocratic and uncommunicative have been bandied about? Do you appreciate that people feel that way?
I appreciate people feeling that. Obviously I'd say we're not that. It's a very difficult project. It has been right from the start. We have continually been trying to do our best to secure a viable long-term future for that site. It has taken and is taking a long time. Of course I can appreciate how that comes over and how that makes how people can perceive that. I hope the meeting today indicated that we're not autocratic and distant. We are quite willing to talk to people and pursue a reasonable course, and I think
so
reasonable.
The avenues for dialogue are open now.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, what we haven't said is that we've categorically ruled out ever demolishing that building. We can't do that. We have to know that there is now a sort of breathing space, as it were, that we can have a full discussion. Communication has been difficult over the months and years, of course.
Yep.
I'd acknowledge that. So we've agreed to have a public discussion about it. That's as far as we've got to.
So if I were to give you one wish, what would that be?
Oh, I wish there wasn't a recession on, probably, so that the prospects for developing the site were a lot better. I mean, we're obviously in very difficult economic times, but beneath that, the wish I suppose I'd have is that the cordial atmosphere that we had today, where we discussed things reasonably rationally, everyone listened to each other, that can continue from now on.
James Harper, thank you very much.
Thank you.